Hey, here's a quick demo on how to set up the video and data rendering for the RaceCapture app. So what we're looking at here is our analysis view, and I've created a dashboard that has a video gauge in the background and then a few gauges along the bottom. And you can edit this dashboard by unlocking it here in the upper right, and then you can edit this gauge and go in and change the gauge type. In this case, it's a video gauge. You can go into settings and then select which camera and then choose a few other options. The same goes with these other gauges as well. You can go in and customize the gauge, choose the channel, and then change the gauge design. So just a quick brief on that. Just to show you that this dashboard is basically a drag and drop designer, and that you can create whatever layout you want for your rendering. So once we're done with our dashboard design, you can go ahead and lock it, and you can preview it by scrolling the timeline, playing back the data and the video together, and then just make sure that it looks the way you want it. Now, the new feature we've added in the RaceCapture app is this option to record. And once you press that, you can go in and select laps that you want to record. So you can do that either sequentially, meaning let's say if I select lap 1 and then lap 4, when you render it, it will render those laps in order. And if you do simultaneous, then you will see the laps side by side. And it will look like this. You'll see the video on the left and on the right, and then with the gauges you'll see a multi-dimensional gauge where you have one lap selected and another lap selected, and then you'll see both laps data on that gauge. You can select up to 4 laps and it'll just show it in a grid. So we'll go ahead and switch to sequential to start for the demo. When you do that, you have to go back in and select the session. And keep in mind, you can select multiple sessions. So you can say, yeah, you can overlay data on video, but from 2 different sessions. It's completely possible. In this case, we're just selecting laps from the same session. All right, so when we're ready to record and export, you hit this record button. Does a quick countdown, and now it is just rendering the video with the data on top. Okay, and it's almost done. And once it's finished with that second lap, it's going to process the audio and a little bit of final operations, and then you'll be presented with the ability to preview the data before you actually save it to a video file. So yeah, you could scrub through the data, take a look at it with the audio, and if it's good, then you can hit this save button. I'm going to go ahead and discard it because I've already done this once before. And then now if we go to simultaneous, we can add the session, select the laps, hit record, and then you can do the same thing with the simultaneously rendered laps. Okay, we're almost done here as well. And as soon as this is complete, it'll do the post-processing, and you'll also be able to review the video before it completes. So yeah, this is great for lap-to-lap comparison. And yeah, so a few more tips here. When you do the video and data rendering, what you will also want to do is go in and customize your dashboard, go into settings, and then you will want to constrain your aspect ratio so that the gauges are always aligned on the dashboard. If you go unconstrained, then the gauges will move to the actual scaling location that you've defined on the dashboard, and that might not line up with the aspect ratio of your video. So if your video is 16:9, then you'll want to make sure your dashboard is snapped to that, and then your gauges will be always in the right location regardless of the dimensions and aspect ratio of the application window. So yeah, we are looking forward to seeing some of your demo videos and getting your testing feedback.